What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to Resident Evil 7's demo. I thought I was done, but it turns out there was a lot more that I missed, but the thing is, I can't physically show you anymore. So what you are seeing here is footage of my very first time trying out the Resident Evil 7 demo. This is just when it was announced, soon after it was released for E3, and people could try it on PlayStation Plus. So I did. And going back to my old VOD, I noticed that not too much has changed, going from, the old demo to the updated one to the final one. But there are so many different endings that you can get between the first demo, the Twilight demo, and then finally the Midnight demo. The Midnight one, the last 3 videos I had on Beginning Hour, that was the finalized demo. We need to take a look at the things that changed from the very first one. And there is so much that was taken out of the final product. And saying that is kind of hilarious to me, that something was taken out of a demo, but it was actually interesting. So I managed to scrounge up as much footage as I could use from my old VOD, and unfortunately it wasn't enough. I did have to go digging for a few more bits of information. But you didn't miss much. Because the first ending is exactly like the final demo.
Welcome to the family, son.
Oh. Yeah, please excuse my gasp of terror. What, I was doing it in front of an audience. Gotta ham it up just a little bit. No, you don't, really. The first one is getting out of the house normally, with the back door key. Everything plays out exactly as you'd expect from the finalized demo. You see the fate of the second sewer gator, and you also see the little jump scare. Now, there is an alternate version of this ending. I believe at random moments, the ending plays as normal, but then you get the trailer for Resident Evil 7.
She's back.
That line right there had a lot of speculation, and this trailer, which was the first E3 trailer, which I got from Sony's YouTube channel, shows bits and pieces of the demo and the final game. The quote, "she's back," could have referred to anything. Could have referred to a character from Resident Evil lore. It could have referred to anybody. We know now that that refers to Mia, and that was one of Ethan's lines at the very beginning of the game. But now I'm going to show you a few differences. Now, we're going by my footage again, so please excuse me going back and forth trying to find every little nook and cranny this place has to offer. The very first demo did not allow you to go into the basement, and it barely let you go into the attic. So this is a very closed-off demo, but I still managed to play it for about 2.5 hours. I don't know what I was doing with my time. There was a lot that changed. But one thing that has not been in the Beginning Hour final demo was the phone. The phone has its own endings attached to it. There are so many phone endings, I can't believe I never mentioned them. But again, that was years ago. So let's take a look at the first one. Who knows?
I know who you are.
Who are you?
You will have to say goodbye eventually.
No!
But will you be ready?
No! Okay, bye! You get that ending for solving the puzzle first, which is pulling the chain in the fireplace and then coming straight up to the attic and answering the phone. And then you get jumped by a bloody Jack. And that's another big change from the finalized demo. Jack is all bloodied up. Now here's another phone call you can get. Yo, what's up?
I know who you are.
Who are you?
You have the power to choose, but the outcome of that choice may not be what you expect.
Now, that voice might sound very familiar. Who could she be? And eventually you'll get jumped by Jack again. I should mention that getting these endings is based on what you do during the demo. So if you happen to do one thing differently, if you happen to go straight to the attic and not stop, things will change.
I know who you are.
Who are you?
Memories hold the truth. Don't let appearances mislead you.
And then you get jumped by Jack.
Welcome to the family, son.
Now, we're going to deal with the second update to the demo, the Twilight version. The Twilight version added the basement. It also added more of the attic. So now there's a few more places that you can go, but you still can't solve everything that the demo has to offer. It was a nice update, and I never streamed it myself. I wish I would have. But it does have one final phone call. And this is the one where people thought this might be Ada Wong coming back into the Resident Evil series after 6. That never came to be when the final game was released, but it was still fun to speculate. This also introduced the basement key and everything that you can do. I think the only thing you couldn't do in the Twilight version was solve the 5 murders, but you could actually escape. I think Jack may have stopped you at one point, but everything is still here. They just did not implement the coin that you could take into the final game. So, see, everything is still there for the final murders. But let's hear that phone call.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Who's this? And what the fuck is going on?
What do you mean? Everything seems fine to me. Just remember, all doors can be opened. If they couldn't, they wouldn't be doors.
What?
But some doors must remain closed. For now.
And then you get jumped by Jack.
Welcome to the family, son.
Because of course. This demo has to end in one way. So now that should be it. I have managed to show off all the endings now for Beginning Hour. It's ridiculous how much content is in a demo that you can beat in like 5 minutes. All the updates have made it its own separate game. So now we should have everything. Next time on Resident Evil 7, we're heading back to the main story and hopefully finding some answers. See you guys next time.